Okay.
And you can start, and I am going to make you host, and I will leave.
All right.
So go right ahead.
Thanks so much, Donna. I appreciate it.
Have a good evening,
Thanks.
ladies.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye. Hi, ladies. How are we all doing?
Hello.
Doing all right? A little
Yeah.
frazzled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, more
And
than
this is recorded,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep, this is recorded. So be on your best behavior.
it's hard for me. It's
I
hard.
know, it's hard for me too.
Yeah, it's been in like a Looney Tunes week. So
I can imagine. Yeah.
telling you, but that's all right.
So we'll get started. Let's introduce ourselves first. I am Rebecca Sinclair. I am the new chair. I've taken over for Rebecca Rice.
Joan Hathaway, retired art teacher from Cushing and Studio Potter. I was on the Arts Council for years ago for a couple of terms, and now I'm rejoining.
Hi, I'm Deb Gardner. I'm currently an art teacher at Cushing Academy, and I've been a member of the council for several years. I'm not quite sure how many.
A lot. Me too. And I forgot to say what I do, but I'm a photographer, and I also taught at Cushing for a while, and welcome everybody. So, call to order. I don't know how official I'm supposed to be, so has everybody had like a tiny chance to look through the grants a little bit and kind of make numbers 1, 2, or 3 of what you're thinking?
I have.
What we usually do, it's my doggy. Somebody's here. What we usually do is we go through the ones that we gave a 3 to. So remember, 1 is yes, you're definitely in favor of. 2 is you have mixed feelings, you don't know, and 3 is no. So
there are some that I feel like I could immediately eliminate because they're not art. You know, they're not cultural as far as I'm concerned. And that would include working our way up from the bottom of your cover letter. The tales, the lore of the night sky, that's more of a science program than an art program.
The Aldrich Astronomical Society, that one?
It says, yeah, the name of it is Tales and Tales, Lore of the Night Sky.
Okay.
And I'll just throw out the ones that I felt like we could eliminate because they're not really anything to do with art, really.
Well, we've also done, I'm sorry, Weston. We have done, because it's the interpretive sciences, you know, arts, humanities, and so we have done science stuff in the past.
And actually somewhere in our somewhere in the official language, it does include science as part of the cultural council, because we had that question last year, as a matter of fact, with one that was very science-based, and we were curious as to why it came through here, and found that science is actually added in to the arts council, which in
its own unique way. I mean, I have heard personally from Rick, who has covered the Astronomical Society, and says that he said, I can vouch for them. They're amazing. I put them as a 1, but what we can do is we can go through, we're going to go through once, and then we'll go through and kind of whittle our way down. So they're asking 250. So we can come back to that if you want and put a 2 to revisit.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's go through and see what else You have Joan. For
The other one that I thought was not much culturally related was that it's DIY. Again, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one up. Kombucha
Kombucha?
with the grounded good wife.
Yeah,
That's food.
Yeah,
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 Yeah.
no, that's a 3.
And the other one was the one right above that, birds, butterflies, and bees.
yes.
I didn't feel that
I
had
agree.
much. And then the one above that is yoga. I didn't feel that that was
Okay,
really, I think, even though maybe in the language, the science thing is something that can be, my personal preference would be to lean more to,
Yeah.
the visual and performing arts as opposed to science.
Well, one strong reason I agree with that is because science has so much funding.
Yeah.
in so many different ways, and art struggles to get nearly that amount of funding. So, kind of in principle, I agree. If there's a nice crossover, kind of in a STEAM sense,
Right,
then I think that's great.
right. If it was more
Okay.
STEAM, yes, I could,
All right,
I agree with that.
that makes sense to me. All right, so we'll give that a 3.
Oh, we're just doing 3s right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, what else you got, Joan?
Well, let's see. The only, I had some questions that there were some virtual events that I felt just don't work as a virtual event.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those was the contra dance. I don't see how you can do a contra dance virtually. That's it's
Is that the
community contra dance
44324.
44324.
okay? Yes, I don't know anything about, they're downtown. Do you know anything about the New Dawn Arts Center?
No, I had a question on that too. I have heard her name, Abigail Adams, her name has come up in conversation, like people saying, oh, have you met her, that kind of thing. But when I looked at her address, it's just her private home. It's right on the corner of like Chapel Street and Lawrence Street.
Oh, okay.
So my question there is, I talked to her at one point, and what she was talking about was using the community church as an art space.
Oh, is that the one that was interested? Because Rosemary reached out to me about that and said that somebody was interested in turning the church into a community space and wanted to know my opinion on that. So I was wondering if that was what it was. Okay.
I believe that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
That would, I mean, if they, I think that's a great use of that space.
Can you just tell me the number on that, Joan? What's the number for it?
She's got like a lot of, she's
Oh,
got
no, I
4 or
mean,
5
our application
applications.
ID is what I mean.
She has a drawing, a dance, and a theater. So she's done 3 grants. So the numbers are, for the drawing, it's 44934. For the dance, it's 44324.
Okay.
And for the theater, it's 43842.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep.
Just since we're looking at them all at once, it's good to have them.
Yeah, so I thought, I don't see how you can do a contra dance virtually. I think a contra dance is great. And I would, under normal circumstances, I would think, that's a fine thing to do, but I just don't see how that works.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
I'm gonna turn the light on. I feel like I'm in the witness protection program here or something.
And I just wonder if we're talking about that in that sense. I'm looking at the Music for Seniors concert video. I'm kind of thinking maybe that kind of goes along with the same. I don't know if we want to consider that kind of as the same.
Which one's that? What number?
404 40459.
Okay.
The only thing I thought on that one, that it does have the support of the senior center, like there's a letter of support, I think, from the senior center. So I don't know if they have some sort of setup. We'd have to look at that maybe a little bit more closely.
Yeah, and it's on the cable access, so, you
Oh,
know, anybody
So
could,
it might be a little more
okay,
accessible.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that one a 2 for now, then I think I'll change
Yeah,
that to
me
a 2.
too. The other things that I don't like to fund are the things where they don't have any commitment from a town organization. So
Yeah.
it'll say, yeah, put me in touch with your middle school, and you're like, no,
Yes.
that's your job. We're not doing that work for you. That's your job as the artist, is to get the commitment.
Yeah,
So there was a couple,
yeah,
like the very last one, the swing concert, I said there's no commitment there. There's another concert for the senior center, and that is one is confirmed with them and one is not. The one that's not is 44045.
okay, Kerouac, Dan Kerouac. Okay, so he's not sponsored?
I just have not confirmed with the senior center is my note on that.
Okay.
I have a question, just at the swing concert, is that the usual, because we often fund that group that does swing or
Right,
a number of different styles of music. And they, almost every year, they do 1 or 2 concerts for the senior center.
yeah,
Is that swing
right,
concert that group, same group or not?
that is, Ed Wirt.
Yes, right,
Yep,
right.
yep, that's, so we've worked with the Parks and Rec to help them with the music that they provide at the pavilion over near at Winchester Park. So there have been a couple bands that apply every year, and I think there's 2 on this one. I'll have to look.
So am I correct in thinking that there's 3 concerts for the senior center? Is the swing concert for the senior center?
No, the swing
that-
concert would be at the
In
at the
general, just
gazebo.
a general audience, okay.
Yep, it would be for all of Ashburnham and elsewhere, and it's the concerts on the green,
Right, okay.
the summer series. So,
And I think usually that's, the swing one is very popular.
Is
yeah,
it? Okay, yep.
yeah. All right.
So that one actually is a 1.
The swing, that
Yeah,
last
for
one,
me, yeah.
okay.
Okay. And what we've done in the past is not necessarily fully funded them. We've it looks like a lot, but with those bands, there's a lot of members. But in the past, we've kind of, if we have to, we've lowered what we've given them.
Yeah,
I think the average has been like 1,200. Is that right, Deb?
I think we kind of bounce between 8 and 1,200, depending on what's been out there. And then what they do is to adjust, Joan, is they'll adjust they'll adjust the number of people that they bring to perform. So if we can't fully fund 1,600 and go down to 800, they would bring theoretically half as many or something like that.
okay. All righty. So the only other one I had questions about is this 2021 Winchington Winds expanded concert series. And again, because it's in Winchington, it's not in Ashburnham or Westminster, although I suppose Ashburnham people could go to it. Is that something you guys have funded before?
Yeah, we did last year, and it's supposed to include neighboring towns, so that it's I actually don't know of anyone who went, though, but I mean that it's not just for Winchendon. It is a Winchendon and surrounding towns kind of festival. Have you heard of anyone who's gone, Rebecca, at all?
No, I haven't. I just know that we've funded it in the past.
Yeah.
That and then the Winchendon Music Festival, which is, I guess, a pretty big deal. And we funded that in the past too, but I've never attended. I don't know.
Is that on here?
Yeah, that's 45147. It's right underneath the
Okay, yeah.
Winchendon Winds.
Okay.
Yep. So, let's see here.
You know, there's the second one down, it says Ashburnham Do Your Art.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is something that the people have to pay. Was it a $10 fee or something to join it?
Let's see.
That number.
I wish these weren't so long that you can print them out.
I
don't
know. I
It's
didn't.
so hard to keep notes and stuff.
Going back and forth between the two lists.
See. Okay, so
It's the 4
so it's free via online. So it's a virtual. We're talking about Bernadette Stockwell, the 46285. Is that what you're, the second one down?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's virtual.
My only thought on that is there's so much free stuff on YouTube and you know, I mean, there's so much stuff that's out there already free that I wonder, you know, if we couldn't use the money better for something people, you know, don't already have access to.
Yeah, also she's from Littleton and we'd like to give priority to Ashburnham, Westminster.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's do,
That was a 3 for me.
okay. So,
I had a lot of, you know, question marks on some of
I
the-
did too. I did too.
Yeah. Maybe, Deb, do you have any that you felt were absolutely not good?
Not that we haven't covered already.
Okay.
Joan, did you or either of you see the very first one? It's the Playful Engineers. It's 45409.
Oh, I liked that one a lot.
But I'm confused because it's only for Westminster School. And it doesn't say that he's asked for money from Westminster.
Oh,
It
didn't
says
notice
it's
that.
only online at Westminster School. But it was sent to us. I'm wondering if he sent it to the wrong, because he's thinking AWRSD for the schools. I wonder if he,
I'm just going to it. Hold on. If
I'm
when I
going
do
now,
this,
so I was trying to see if there was
you still, or are you?
do we have a letter from the school asking for this?
yes,
From Westminster, though.
from Westminster. Yep. Wait, let's see.
But does he
Yeah.
mean,
Well, 3, 6. Oh, I see.
maybe he means, does he mean Overlook when he says Westminster School? I mean, what's the Westminster?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I guess I assumed it was for the elementary school. Let's see. What does he say?
Because there really isn't any school called Westminster School. I don't think.
Yeah.
It says grades pre-K to 12.
Yep. 120 people estimated. Total
Oh,
number.
no, it does say 4th grade.
Oh, there it is. Yep, the school's 4th grade students.
Yeah, that's, I missed that detail.
For 4 classes, it says live streamed, hands-on build session, an entertaining and informative demo presentation and hands-on building sessions live streamed. The school will host it for 4 classes, but it's only at Westminster, and there's no, you know, when it says if you get funding from anyone else, there's no
Odd, isn't that
list.
odd?
It's asking for 500, so I'm confused. I think maybe the mistake was that he just assumed it was Ashburnham because of AWRSD. I'm not really sure, but
Oh, hold on, because on page 19, it says other cultural councils 350.
wait, where are you?
Page 19.
For who? We're,
for this chain reaction.
Unless I got to the wrong, it's easy to push too hard and go too far.
Yeah, I know, it is.
I'm on page 5. What page are you on?
I'm
No.
talking about page on the document, so we might have different pages for that.
I have the
Six, seven.
PDF I'm looking at.
Yeah, the PDF page that I think I'm looking at is page 18 and 19 out of 191. Is that what you've got at the bottom?
Yes, I have 191, 18 and 19.
Did
Oh,
I
hang on.
switch? Did I just scoot to the wrong one? Which
No,
is,
hang on, it might be, oh. Uh,
where did that?
17, 18, okay. Is that?
It
Oh, no,
says,
that's somebody else.
Sorry, I scooted to the wrong thing when I was scrolling.
That's the woman, that's the thing right after him. That's number 2 on the
Okay,
list.
sorry, I just scooted
so
to. her.
on his application though, it says there's a PDF attachment that says Ashburnham support.
Scroll down. It's actually part of this. I did the same thing. I kept hitting the link and it didn't go anywhere. If you scroll down,
Okay,
there's an email. You'll see on page 11.
mm-hmm.
That's what that is. So it's, I think he's confused because he titled it Ashburnham, but it's to the principal at Westminster.
Yeah, that's confusing. It is confusing. I'm reading it too. So it isn't for Ashburnham at all.
No. I think it's just so confusing, and it's not even for our town. I mean, we like to do stuff when it benefits both towns.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But
have a problem if it was both Ashburnham and Westminster.
Right.
Because I really liked it. I thought it looks like a
Me
great
too, yeah.
program, but it doesn't make sense for Ashburnham to, Westminster Cultural Council should do it.
Yeah.
Yep, and I agree.
All right, so give that one a 3. All right, and then you want to just go down the list now?
Yeah, let's do
So
that.
the first 2 are 3s. Let's go to Jay DePrima, and he is on page 13. Nope, sorry.
Andrew David Thoreau. I think this guy's been around for like 1,000 years. I feel like I've seen him do this
Yeah, I have.
at
I've seen his name a
numerous
lot too.
times and numerous places.
So does he have a letter of support? Because he says the library. Let's see.
Help me out with the page.
I just need 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure. I'm on page 24 right now. It's his budget
Thank
overview.
you. Thank you.
And amount requested. Additional income. He has $100. That might be, it says an individual donor, so that's probably the library. Please list any.
Sorry, apologize.
Use of library space. It looks like he has made some connections.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and he has some other funding from Weston, and I don't even know why. What's that? Wilbraham? I've never even heard that.
Where is he?
He is
Included?
from, let's see, Gloucester.
But where is he get a commitment
Oh,
to
the
town?
library at
Library.
Stevens, yeah. At the library in town. And it says, and it says to list any in-kind goods or services that they'll be receiving, loaned stuff. And there are 3 things listed. It said the use of personal costumes and properties will be supplied. The use of the library space and member outreach marketing will be supplied. And marketing outreach to faculty at Oakmont High will be conducted by artists free of charge. Does that mean does that mean he's actually getting supported, or that's what he wants?
Let's see.
Am I misunderstanding that?
Motion. The library will see.
Wait, is this virtual? No. Oh, no, it's. I thought it-
So the library does is supporting it,
Okay.
but they don't
Yeah.
have a commitment from the high school, but they're going to reach out to the high school.
And he's asking for 430.
Yes,
Yeah.
because he's got 100 from donation.
From an individual donor.
And does he have any? Okay, he's got his resume. And he's got a letter from the library.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, if the library, you know, wants to support it, then I think that's great. You know, if the library's on board. It's not
Yeah.
that much money. It's not that much money.
So celebrations in story, song, and music.
Now, I have a note here that there's no commitment from anybody on that one.
Make sure I'm not looking at the wrong one.
Yep, I'm going back and forth.
Oh, I am. I'm on John Perchino. Okay. I was on the wrong one. Let's see.
All right, so let's see more details on this
Oh,
one.
Jay DePrima. Okay. Okay, okay, so Stevens.
Jay DePrima is the Henry Thoreau.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, yeah, it says, where will the project take place? And it says, oh, a school, a library, a senior center, a festival, coffee house, or other in-town venue.
It does have keep scrolling down. It's on page 29 is the letter from the library.
Got it. Free and open to the public.
Wait a minute,
On
20
Wednesday, November 10th, they
29 is,
have a date as well.
Jay DePrima. So yeah, they have a date.
no, Jay DePrima is Henry David Thoreau.
Right.
Okay, so,
That's who we're talking about. We're
okay, I'm sorry. I thought we had moved on to the next one. I'm
Nope.
sorry.
So that was, and November 10th, they've got a date they'd like him, and we have the letter.
Okay,
All
so we'll
We're
give
saying
them
yes.
one.
I'm saying one,
Giving him a
maybe
1.
not fully funded, but I'd say,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, we'll give him a 1.
Okay.
And then, okay, so the next guy is from Amherst. He is the Celebration and Story Song and Music. He is not sponsored. It just says a school, library, senior center, blah, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. It says it's not for school children. It's for, what? Wait, he answers, does this project serve primarily, oh, I see, school children? He says no. And then he says, the target audience is a school, pre-K to 12th, family, young adult, or adult audience. It's, there's no commitment. Let's see, what did I do here? John, no place. Yeah,
I think it's not definite enough for directly applicable to Ashburnham.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think that for now, I would say without somebody backing it, I
yeah.
think I would say a 3.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
what I had too. And I had a 3 because of no commitment anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm having trouble finding, I have the John Perchino, but I don't have the ID number. Do you guys have that handy or not?
45370.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and then we're on to Winchendon Winds, which they want 100 We were just talking about that.
And that's something you said you've done in the past.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, where's?
So I'm assuming that that's one that they've applied to, all the surrounding towns
Yeah.
and so forth.
That's, does
They
it not
have-
say that though?
What's that?
It should say that on there.
It has a date, well, it says fall 2021, and it's at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Winchendon,
That's where it was last year as well.
serving 1,000 people. Estimated number of people is 1,000. It's a nonprofit organization. This is their 7th season.
It's only $100.
Yeah, and they're 40-piece professional wind ensemble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a one. That's
Yeah.
a one for me. And I think we fully funded them last time. And I think they do get other, I think they get other funding pretty
Mhm.
easily.
all right.
Then the next one is the big, like a big festival, you said WMF
Yeah.
Inc.
Wait a minute.
In the past, we've given them. Okay, yeah, so in the past, we gave them 375, and they asked for, well, I don't have what they asked for, but we gave them 375. What are they asking? Whoa,
Let's see.
1,000, yeah. But we have 6,000, 6,100.
6,100, yeah.
But I know we did not fully fund last year. I remember
Yeah.
what'd you say, or did you already give us that number?
Yeah, 375 is what we
Okay.
funded.
Okay, all right.
And
Well, do you want to say, let's give it a 1, but hold
Yeah.
off on the amount
Yep.
yeah,
until we see what other ones add up to?
okay.
That sounds good.
All right, the next one, Gardner Area League of Artists, it's number 45070. They are on here twice. They have one for lighting, which they've asked for the past couple of years.
Mhm.
But they also have for the art show that they hold. Joan, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they are a great group. They
Yeah.
really are, and they work so hard, and they have this sweet little space now. I don't know, Deb, have you been up there at all
I've been by, but I haven't had a chance
It's-
there. I
it's
guess
just
it
a-
has been open when I have been by to go in.
Yeah, it's a sweet little spot, and they've had a lot of work that they've done to it. I think it's great. I think it's a great little group. There's a lot of Ashburnham artists that belong to it. And I would be inclined to fund both of their requests.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
happen to know what the other amount of request is for?
So
Three
the
on-
first one is for, let me see here.
100 for 300 for the lights, and I need a ruler.
It's 300 for the lights and 300 for the art show.
Okay, for the art.
Yeah.
show.
I would incline to fully fund both of those,
Okay.
because it is a great group, and
And
they're
definitely
all
local
great.
artists are definitely served. well.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
work so hard. They have a ton of volunteers that do a lot of, in-kind work, and it's a really nice group. And they're very professional, and they really they do a great job.
I judged one of their, Joan, you recommended me. I judged one of their shows with Greg Berry. I think that was the first time I ever met Greg.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It was so long ago.
That was in Gardner. Yeah, at the
Yeah.
Polish American Club or something. Didn't the
Yeah.
three of us do that, or I did it once with Greg too, but
Yeah,
anyway.
we did. I think it might have been the three of us. Okay, so
Yeah.
now we're on to the New Dawn Art Center.
Can I ask a quick question? I've got the number, just, I could go back up, but I'm afraid I'll lose my place.
Yep.
Do you happen to have the ID number for the request for the show?
That is 44859.
Great, thank you.
Mhm. Okay, and so New Dawn Art Center. So we have 3 of those.
I really like the idea of the drop-in drawing. Obviously, that would have to happen after COVID, I guess. My question was, is it in this person's home? And would people be less inclined to do that, or is it at the church?
Let's see. 17 Lawrence Street.
Because if it's at the church, I think that's a great location. I like that whole, like that whole social sketch movement. Do you guys know about that?
Mm-mm.
There's like this whole movement. It's on Instagram. It's called Social Sketch that people do. And, like you'd go to, say, the pub, and sit in the back room and you drink beer and everybody brings their sketchbook and people just sketch together and chat and
cool.
sketch and chat. It's sort of, it just reminded me of that kind of thing. Of
That's
course,
nice.
that's been on hold with COVID, but that's been a really popular thing. People go to coffee shops and it's a drop-in thing. You bring your sketchbook and people sketch and chat and have a coffee or drink a beer or whatever.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. So that's what that reminded me of.
No, it
That was my
says
question, is exactly where is it?
Where is it?
84
Yeah.
Main Street. That's where the location, 84 Main Street.
Okay,
Is
because
that the
that
church?
is the church.
Okay, so it
But
is
I know
taking
the
place at
Fickles
the
is like 82 Main Street or something,
Okay.
I
Where did
think.
you finally
So-
found that? That's what I've been scouring through to find that. All I saw was the Lawrence Ave address. Where did you find that?
Yeah,
So,
me too.
On page 71. You see that?
Ah, got it.
Scrolling
Got
down.
it. Yes, now I do. Yep.
Page.
For all ages, and I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's 700 is what she's asking. She's
Now,
asked,
did you say you met her or you talked with
We
her?
did a Zoom. We zoomed.
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoom. So this would be for supplies primarily, looks like. And then 600 for supplies and 100 for marketing.
It's specifically for Ashburnham residents.
So is she able to use the church for free? Because I don't see any like rental fee.
don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
The expenses are marketing, promotion, and supplies. So are they letting her use the church for free?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Question. I don't know the answer, but she's also not asking for, she said there would be no charge for this for participants. Donations would be welcome.
And she's not asking for salary or anything.
No salary and no rent.
I think it would be great to kind of get this going, give her some support and see if we could get something like this going.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
think it's a really great
Yeah.
idea. You don't have to go out of town. It's easy. It's drop in. There's no huge commitment. You don't have to pay anything. I really like the idea. It's kind
I
like
do
I said, it
too.
reminds me of that social sketch.
Wonder when is it, does it say when it's proposed to?
Summer 2021 through winter 2021. So
Yeah, so hopefully by then, things will
Yeah.
be a little bit better and
Yeah. I'm giving that one a 1 for,
Yeah, I
mean,
I
even
say
if it's not fully funded, I'm giving it a 1 for now. We can see where our budget comes.
Yeah.
And then
think it'd be nice to see if we could get something like that started, support
know,
getting something
would
like
be
that started. I think
fantastic.
it's great, yeah.
Okay, so we'll give that one a 1. The next one is the dance. And so we decided a 3 on that one.
Yeah, I mean, we can read that more specifically, but my first read through, I thought, I don't see how you do a contra dance virtually. I just don't, you have to, it's like square dancing. You have to, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
connect with people and you go, or, I don't know how you do that.
Well, just say it's our proposed backup plan if gathering is still not possible in
Oh, okay.
summer 2021 is to have 4 to 6 people dance on Facebook Live and encourage families at home to follow.
I just don't see people doing that, but
I
what
don't,
page, what page are you on, Deb?
77.
Okay.
I don't,
This one says
sorry.
that it'll take place at the New Dawn Arts Center. So is that the 84 Main Street?
I
Like,
think so.
that's what is being called now?
Yeah, well, that's what the drop-in drawing is
Is
New
that
Dawn
paid
Art
for?
Center.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing. It's the
Right,
same
but I
person.
mean, because it says where will the project take place? She
New
gave
Dawn.
the church address in
Yeah.
the last one, and then she
I'm
gives.
assuming that's what it is.
Yeah, okay.
That's my assumption. I don't know. I think I think if it were live, I'd be live for sure.
Yes, me too.
I think it would be great.
Yeah, me too.
but-
But I don't see you, I just don't see it happening virtually. I mean, you see, you're gonna dance with your husband in your living room with the computer, you know? Who's gonna
Yeah.
do that? I just don't see that happening, but if it was live, I mean, I've been to contra dances up above the town hall years ago. And they're so much fun. I mean, it's a blast. It's a great thing. But I don't see it working virtually, but I don't know.
Why don't how about if we do this? Let's give that a 2 for now and then come back. Let's continue and then just kind of let that
Yeah.
settle for a little
Is there a
while.
way
But
we can give a conditional grant, like, yes, if this is live, we'll fund it. If it's virtual, we won't.
Yep, we can do conditions.
Okay.
But there is something here that says that it's $10 suggested donation.
Mm-hmm.
For adults. Yeah, we can do conditions. So let's do what Deb just said. Give it a 2 and revisit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so the next one is the same place, and this one's for theater.
And this is also the same woman, the New
Yep.
Dawn.
and again, and now where it says where will it take place? New Dawn outside 84 Main Street. So it's confirmed there. So I think it
Okay.
should just.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So it's basically the base. It's, you've all been in the basement of the church, right?
I think so. Yeah, I must have during like one of their.
It's a
um,
great space. I mean, it's wide open and let's see.
It'll take place after school for 20 youth. Oh, but it's ongoing throughout 2020.
Well, it's like a 6-week workshop.
Okay.
And so there's actually, it looks like there's 3 pieces to it. Spring,
Yeah.
summer acting workshop, which is 6 weeks, summer improv workshop, 6 weeks, fall, winter, full children's theater production, 10
10
weeks.
weeks.
And then, but there is a cost, $180 for the 6 weeks and $250 for 10 weeks. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. It sort of reminds me of, like the camps at the theater at the Mount, what they
Yeah.
do with the theater
Oh, yeah.
here, it would be nice to have something like that in town.
They are asking 2,100 from
Yeah.
us, which is like, that might be a little high, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and they're charging,
yeah.
they're charging $180 per kid or
Right.
$250 per kid.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the budget again. Why is the budget so high? Oh, salaries are 2,000. Marketing promotion 1,000. Supplies 850. So it's not Abigail who's doing it, it's somebody else. Local theater actress and teacher Jillian I don't know how you pronounce that name. Joe.
I think I'll just tell you my feeling is that I think I'm a 1, but probably not fully funding. But I think I still would like to support that. I think it would be great for the kids to have that here in town to do,
Yeah.
and for the production for families to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, $180 for 6 weeks isn't terrible. For a 6-week class for your kid.
All right, so let's put a 1 and revisit
For funding, yeah.
for funding.
Yep.
All right, and then the next one, we already said is a 1, and that's the Gardner Area League of Artists.
Mhm.
And then Dan Kerouac is,
Concert for the senior center.
yes.
And the only note that I have is I have it's not confirmed with the senior center. It's, but
Yeah.
let's go back to see if there's any commitment.
So
Or
we're
does
on
it say-
page number, starts on 101. And let's see. Says it'll take place at the Ashburnham Senior Center. Summer, fall 2021, date to be determined. Estimated 40 people served.
You know, it may be, it may also be hard to have a space and time confirmation because of COVID.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
that
true.
might be out because of that.
Right, and we do need to, the Mass Cultural Council suggested being much more flexible, keeping in mind that, you know, a lot of these things will have to be virtual and a lot of things that really aren't the best thing to be virtual. So,
Right.
you know, we rarely get stuff for the senior center. And does he have, you said he does not have a commitment?
Well, I'm just reading it. It says location will be local senior center or site event to be determined by Council on Aging.
Okay.
So does that mean the Council of Aging is on board, is already on board?
Senior center or site? I don't know if that means he's already contacted them or.
Yeah, I don't see any like letter of support or.
And he
But
is
it's-
from Westminster.
It's not a lot of money. It's only 250.
Yeah.
Kind of a one. I'm a one on this.
Yeah.
He hasn't gotten money from Westminster?
Well, this is for the Ashburnham Council on Aging, though. I mean, for
Oh,
Ashburnham.
duh.
Senior
Okay, so we'll give him a 1. And then Kirk Whipple.
That name sounds familiar. Did we seen this
Page
before?
107. Let me see. It does sound familiar. I'm not sure. So it's a duo pianists, composers, and educators in concert. Estimated number of people served is 1,000. Oh, this is
It's
virtually.
virtual.
Mhm.
I was gonna say
So-
1,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
So it's going to be a live pre-concert lecture with the community via Zoom.
Oh, but it is on the local cable
Yeah.
access TV.
Is this the one that has the support of cable TV? Does he have a letter? Let's see. Here's his resume.
And the amount they're requesting is
$750.
yep, 750.
And how many people are in the band? Trio. That sounds like 3. Let's see, expenses.
So in the income, they are saying that they have private donations of 250. The cable access must pay them 500. It says in kind, but in kind themselves $1,000. I'm not sure what that means exactly.
Let's see.
I mean, they're certainly qualified. They've got, pretty, nice resume and so forth.
It says their standard concert fees range between 2,000 and 5,000. He's hoping to receive the full amount, when they ask about what will you do if you don't. Well, it says, while we are applying to several other LCCs for similar virtual presentations, we will only be applying to others in support of our presentation in your community if they share your local cable access station.
Who do we share our local cable access station with? I don't know. Do you?
It's Westminster, right?
Is
Or
it just the two towns?
I think so. I don't really know, actually. I think it's just Westminster. Yeah, because it's what
I know it's they're at the school,
yeah,
right?
AWCA-TV. So it's Ashburnham, Westminster Cable Access Television.
Okay.
So
You think you're going to get 1,000 people to watch that? I don't know.
hmm.
Can we give them a 2 and come back?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
the same thing. Let's do that and kind of review everything and then go back and take a peek.
All right. So that's a 2. Dr. the Machine, Jesse Green. I need
This
to
is
catch
the
name.
chainsaw. She's the title alone had me. All right, I gotta look. I had a problem with the title. All right.
So he's from Medway, and it will take place online.
Slideshow.
Estimated number of people, 2,000. It's a slideshow, you said?
Says a slideshow. Super fast paced slideshow with live narration.
So it says multimedia presentation, highlight a wide range of artistic disciplines, including drawing, sculpting, music, acting, writing, speaking, comedy, graphic art, media arts, television, the internet, and more. Attendees are treated to a rush of awesome and relatable multicultural pop culture imagery.
And this is being, I'm sorry, let me just, I got.
I'm
this-
feeling very old reading this.
Why? Because of cheeseburgers and chainsaws together?
Just reading his description. I already have a headache.
And I'm trying to figure out how this, during class time, that's the part I was missing. I got the show part, now I see it says during class time. Oh, okay.
Okay, so does he have support? Because it says, what you were just reading, it says it'll take place virtually during class time, either for one class or for many. However, if it is the wish of the council and the school, it is possible to have up to 2,000 attendees on the virtual platform.
That's half the population of the whole town. Isn't it? Just about.
Do we have any letter from Ashburnham School?
Let's see.
I don't see anything from the school system.
He's applied for other local cultural councils, and there's a ton.
Yeah. I think, a lot of these people, they just apply to, they go through the alphabet in Massachusetts and they just apply to every town and,
Yeah.
And I don't see anything from the school.
No,
And
there's
I like to see
without the
if it's
school,
going
like,
to the school, I think we need a letter from the school saying they want it.
want it.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's a 3.
Yep.
All right. Fitchburg Art Museum. It's only 200.
We always We always
do
do
it
it.
every year.
Every year.
Yeah,
It's a
and that,
one.
there's always Ashburnham people involved in that.
All right, and then the yoga, did we already decide 3 on that?
Yeah, that's a no from me anyway. I don't know. Do you guys feel that
Um,
same way?
I did that big fast scroll thing again. What is our page?
It is page number, wait, which one are we on?
Yoga?
The yoga, Anne Marie. It is page number
And I just got it, page 138. I just
138.
got there, yeah.
So she's from Ashby. Did we fund her last year?
We did. But I don't know why, I think last year may have included a more of a, was it more of a dance, more arty rather than yoga-y? And I don't know if it included more of a dance theme, I'm
It-
not sure.
Last year's was reduce pain and improve posture with yoga.
Okay,
And we
There
gave her-
is one of, she is the certified Let Your Yoga Dance instructor.
maybe that was, I knew there was a dance connection somehow.
Yeah, it says she believes in the transformative power of the creative arts and yoga. And it says the library director has expressed interest.
That's why we did it, the library and the dance part, but
Do we know if did people
don't
partake
know.
in it? Do we know that?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's not a lot of money. I mean, my initial reaction was no, but I mean, if she's doing a little, if there's a dance component to it, then that
It doesn't look from this one, it does not look like there's a dance component to this one.
It says if she does not get the full amount requested, she said the program is $150 for 2 1.5-hour classes, but she could do just one class for $75.
My next question is, was it the Ashby Library or the Ashburnham Library that said they would host?
Oh yeah, because she said she's applying to Ashby and others.
Do we know what our librarian's name is? I feel like I used to know that and I don't know it right now. It has the librarian's name in the application, but is it like you say, is it our librarian or is it Ashby?
Where does it say the name?
Page, I can't get the page numbers now. Oh, 140. Terry
Antis?
Antis. Hold on just a second, I'm gonna check.
Wait, this is. The name looks familiar because I think I've seen it with another
Well,
application.
when it says down here, have you applied to other local cultural councils? It says I have just applied to Ashby and will apply to more.
Yeah,
So is that the Ashby Library then?
That is not the name that pops
No,
up.
she
on the
says-
Google.
Stevens Memorial Library or Zoom. So it does say that. How much is she asking?
Yeah, Terry Anstis
No,
is the director of Ashburnham Library.
Terry Antis is the director of Ashburnham?
Yep.
All right. Well, I don't hate it.
I know we did it. I mean, it's only $150.
Yeah.
Even if we want to revisit it and do the one class, let's put a number 2 on it and revisit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if we're going to do it, I mean, it's 100. If we're going to do it, let's do the whole amount, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's a vacuum now going on that I can't do anything about. Is it loud? Is it
No.
terrible?
I can't hear it.
Okay.
Are you in your office at school?
Yeah. So somehow in looking up that information, I've now lost, I've lost our PDF document. I can't find it.
Hit the back button.
Now we're on the birds. Did we already say we're not going to do the birds or?
I don't think we're doing the birds. This is a little bit distressing right here.
200.
Okay, I'm gonna have to reopen the whole thing because it's just not here.
Okay, so the birds, we are not.
Okay, so we're scrolling.
Scrolling. And the next one is Claire Laprade. There's no support. It just says public school library or other municipal agency. This is on page 154
Okay.
and it's number 41548.
What page are you
Wait.
on?
I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. I'm on page 154
Okay, yeah.
and the number, we already said no to one of these, didn't we? Yeah, we said no to the first one.
The
that-
kombucha.
Yeah. All right, so there's that one. We gave a 3. So that number is 41676.
Yeah, that's a no, right?
That's a no. And then the next one, excuse me, it's for pointillism. I think I remember making an ornament or something.
Yeah,
This one's-
mandala ornament.
What is that?
A mandala is a circular, thing with patterns on it.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what you mean. This is on page 160 and asking for 225. Again, it's not sponsored.
So let's see.
It says virtually with participants receiving materials ahead of time. Estimated number of people is 15. She has a date, February 8th, 2021.
Which has already happened. Right? Is
Yeah.
it today the 11th?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
And how, how do people know about this? Like, how would you know about it and how would you find out about it? How would you know what to do?
she says through social media, Facebook and Instagram, flyers near our curbside pickup cart, and on our due date receipts we print when someone checks out library materials. What?
Is this through the library?
No. Wait. She's from Ashburnham. Oh, the applicant type. I see, I read that wrong. The applicant type says public school, library, or other municipal agency. That's what they list themselves as, and it will take place virtually. I say no. I don't.
Well, it's already happened, apparently.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
I
If
think
it
that I
happened,
think all
they
those
didn't
things,
need us clearly if it already happened.
yeah.
Okay, so that's a no. That's a 3.
What, do you happen to have that number for me? I'm sorry.
Yep,
And
it's
asked it.
41689.
Okay,
41689. So the next one is the Astronomical Society, and we said no. We gave it a 3. Is that correct?
That was, my initial, but you guys could talk me out of that if you feel it's, if it fits the guidelines.
let me review once more. Let's see.
What, anybody know what page we're on with that?
170, I'm looking at the,
Yeah, it starts on 168. It's a nonprofit.
I mean, there is storytelling with it.
He's from,
PowerPoint. Oh, PowerPoint.
oh no, they're from Paxton. Tales and Tales, Lore of the Night Sky, Science. It will be-
Telescope program and stargazing after the program for the permits.
it says Stevens Memorial Library, 30 people served for kids. Family friendly with colorful images, video, plus hands-on displays to attract a diverse audience. Specializes in programs for youth to encourage summer reading by offering engaging storytelling for all who attend.
Oh, now that, I feel better.
I say for $250,
Yeah.
that sounds really cool for the library and for
Yeah.
kids.
And the library is already supporting it?
He has it listed. Let's see if there's a letter. No, there's no letter. Wait,
Deb, did you say you did this before?
No,
no, but Rick has
Oh.
told me about them
Oh, okay.
and said they're pretty cool.
It sounds, it sounds like
think
it's
it
more
sounds
than
cool.
I
do
originally.
we have a specific time? Is it just in the summer? I know it's hard to get a specific time because of, scheduling and COVID, but
Yeah, it just says summer.
okay. I mean, that's, yeah.
Probably because of you can't. Yeah, I mean
Is-
COVID.
and that, do they actually go outside, or is it all just?
It says
done-
that if the weather permits, they go outside and actually do
that's
some telescope and
Oh, yeah. All right.
stargate. So I like it.
I like it.
I'm good.
Okay, so we'll give that one a 1. And now we go to Howie. Howie Newman is on page 175 from Melrose. Music for seniors, concert video, local access. It's going to be on AWCA TV. Concert video,
I'm a no.
acoustic guitar vocals.
I mean, you can call up your own. I'm a no.
Okay.
You can talk me out of it.
It's kind of, isn't it interesting that it says it's for seniors and it includes the Beatles and Elvis? Again, I'm feeling-
Don't read it that way. Don't read it that way.
Yeah, I don't, it says the 16 song, 53-minute video. No, I'm a no. And then our last one is, oh wait. Oh, he has a letter of support.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. It does have a letter of support from the senior center.
Council, yeah, from the Council on Aging to provide, yeah. with
What
the-
does it say? What page, where are you? What
So
page?
we're on page 183.
40459.
Oh, okay. This is a letter of support. Okay.
I
If they're behind it and they're going to, and they think that that their people will watch it. I mean, it's only $175.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it's from the senior center,
If they're asking us to fund it,
Yeah.
right? That's what the letter says.
it says the last one of the last paragraphs, it says the support of our local cultural council and the Massachusetts Cultural Council is very important to providing our seniors with quality entertainment. We hope that you will provide the grant funding necessary for this video. All
Okay.
right.
So
Okay.
let's do it. I'm
Okay.
good.
All right. So let me add up our ones and
Seems like a
Wait,
lot.
what, but this, and
Wait,
this,
Ed,
did we
you know
already
what,
say-
though? Can we just, I just want to, when we go to funding, $175 for a 53-minute video sounds really high. I'll just say that we don't have to discuss it right now, but I'm just, that's almost more than what our, when we get the swing band in doing live performances,
yeah,
that's rivaling that.
that's for
funding.
this. So
the
it says,
swing, we already said yes to the swing concert?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not an amount yet. But,
Okay, all right.
but I mean, I just want to kind of weigh that where we got live performers coming in and then a 53-minute video performance. I think we got to be kind of fair to the artist for their time.
okay, so, and on that note, it says, how will you adjust if he's not fully funded? And he says the fee is negotiable. Any reasonable offer will be seriously considered.
Okay. All right. So when we get back to numbers, I just want to keep that in mind.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put him as a 2 right now then, and not include him in the numbers. All right, let me see. Maybe you guys also can grab a calculator. This usually takes us like a half an hour to to get our numbers to match. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so let me just go down the list first and see if our numbers are matching as far as 1, 2, or 3. Do you guys have the, like, something, you know, the list like this or something you can look at?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
So,
get there. I almost do. Let me just go back up. Scrolling to the.
do you need me to say numbers, Deb? Would that be helpful?
I think as long as I've got the list in front of me, I won't need it. I'll
Okay.
be able to see them, but I.
All right, so for the first, I have a 3, a 3, a 1.
Wait, Rebecca, I'm not there yet. I'm still
Oh, I'm
scrolling.
sorry.
Wait a minute, what are you doing? Are we just,
I'm just going down to make sure we are all in agreement of what number we gave them. So then
Oh,
we can decide, you know, we can start adding up the funds to see where we're at.
okay,
All right, so I'm just gonna go, are you ready, Deb?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1.
yep, that's what I got too.
Okay, so I'm gonna add up the ones and see where that lands us, and then we can start going from there. And
Okay, I gotta get my phone, which has my calculator on it. And we'll be right back.
alrighty.
Sorry.
What is the name of that, the art center? What are they calling that?
New Dawn.
New Dawn.
All right, so I have, this is just the ones. These aren't the ones that we're gonna go back and revisit. So just the ones we're at 7,230. That, the last one, the band, the very last one, put us over. Up
Yeah, that's-
until there,
that's a
we were pretty good. So we already know we're gonna give them a different amount. That is the swing band that I'm talking about,
Mhm.
number 40439.
And did you, for the Children's Performing Arts Theater, that was, you put that 2,100 in there?
Yep, and that one's, yeah, that's a big number too. So I just put all of the numbers, number ones, and the full amount that they're asking for. And that puts us at 7,230. So that's not even the ones that we wanted to revisit.
So that's, we're at 1130 over.
So how about we do this? How about we check off the ones that we definitely know we want to fund what they're asking.
Okay, yeah,
You know, like the lower numbers that we know it's like, oh yeah, 150 bucks. You know,
right,
that
right.
kind of thing. So Winchendon Wins is 100. I'd say
That's a
Yes.
definite, yeah.
Yeah.
that's definite.
Light fixtures, 300.
300, that's a definite. Let's keep going down, 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 down.
Gala
What is
Spring Show.
regional?
What's
Re-
that?
I'm trying to find the amount for the regional.
It's
uh,
only 200, I think, for the Fitchburg Art Museum.
Yep.
That's 200.
Dan
Senior
Carroll,
Center concert for the senior center, 250.
which one's that? 44045?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Fitchburg Art Museum is 200. We'll go in with that. The yoga is 150.
Yep.
I say we do the 175 for the, I mean, if we're going to give $150 to the yoga, why not do 175 for this concert that the seniors have asked for?
The Howie Newman one, the 40459.
Yeah,
Okay.
Video, really?
just because they've asked for it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think
How long-
I would vote for less.
Okay.
I would vote for like 100, maybe. I'd be pushing myself to say 100. I have to be honest.
I
Do-
want,
can you-
let me go
Can you
back.
say why, because you've,
Well,
feel
let's
it's time.
so like for the swing concert, oh, I don't know if I can get there. $1,600 is for a 9 person band.
Yeah,
live.
right.
They perform for, usually they perform for more than an hour.
Yes.
And I mean, it's just to have the live band there performing for that, or to have a music video playing. I mean, that's not, that's, to me, that doesn't seem,
I get
guess
what you're
my-
saying. Because, if you divide that 1,600 by the amount of people for the band, that's $175 a band member. And that's not even including traveling or anything like that.
Mm.
So I
They-
get what you're saying.
I can't just, if they videotape themselves and then showed it 45 more times, that's one thing, but they don't. They play it once, they're live.
Yeah. All right, you want to do 100?
I'm down to 8. I talked myself down to 80 is my vote.
You're negotiating with yourself.
I might be down to 50.
I would say, 100, again, because they've asked for it and they've asked us to support it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's put 100. And
But I mean, my other point is they can ask to support it because they'd like it, but they're not necessarily looking at the finances of it at all.
True. That's true.
True. He also included something from the Eagle Tribune in Methuen. Oh, it's just the announcement. Never mind. Oh, never mind. All right, let's do.
So the big numbers are the Winchington Festival, that's 1,000, the children's theater program, and the swing concert. Those are sort of the big asks, right?
Yep.
1,000, 2,100, and 1,600.
So for the music festival last year, we paid them $375. For we didn't have her, and the band, we paid $1,200 last year. Different band. Wait, did we have the swing band?
Sometimes we do 2 bands. depending
Yeah.
on what's come through. I can't remember for last year what we did. I don't know. I thought we did swing last year though. I seem to.
We have a Dixieland band, Winchendon Winds, Worcester Chamber Music Society.
You know what? Usually.
No, I don't see another one. I think it was just that one. So okay, well, hang on. Let me put in some numbers here. So we're going to do 100 for them. 300. 300. What is Dan Kerouac again. What does he do? That's for the seniors also. Let's see.
Is that the other senior center concert?
Yeah.
Which would be 44045. Let me look
That
up.
one's not confirmed. Right? He doesn't have a letter of support.
He
Let
had
me
something, I
see.
thought, but not a date. He didn't have a definite. Let me just see.
Wait, which one? This is Dan. Does anybody have a page number for him?
I'm looking for it now. I don't have the page number. Getting there.
This is the 44045.
Yeah.
Where is he in relation to the gala funding? Below, further down?
Yeah.
One down from Gala.
I was getting close. It'd be great if they put the page numbers, wouldn't it, with it?
Okay, it's number 101. Page 101.
Okay.
Okay, so he says Ashburnham Senior Center. 1 hour concert. Easy listening pop, light rock from the 50s. This one's the one. He does not have a letter of support.
And he's from where again?
And he is from Westminster.
Oh,
Summer, fall 2020, 2021 to be determined what exact date.
has
But it
performed-
doesn't sound like he's got a commitment from the senior center,
No.
right?
No.
Right. Right.
So the money is for, how much is he asking?
250.
250.
So that's just salary for 250.
Again, I think, this is one of, those, someone, and I don't mean this to be critical at all, but, they send, 100 applications to 100 senior centers and, maybe get 4 or 5 gigs out of it or something like that,
Yeah. It says he hasn't applied to any other local cultural councils for this specific project. If the LCC cannot provide the total funding, artists will approach any local friends of groups to see if they may supply balance, or perhaps the local library. Okay, no. Let's give that one a 3. There's too many like perhaps and
Yeah, right.
not, yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so. And then. Okay, and then the next guy, Kirk Whipple, who's page 107. I believe he's music too. Yes, so this is the,
We had given him a 2, I think.
yeah, because he's asking for 750.
Oh, that's the huge group. The dual pianists.
Duo pianists, composers, and educators. Oh, this one's virtually.
That's a virtual thing.
I think 750 for a virtual event is not good use of our money.
There will be, let's see. Does it say if it's pre-recorded or did it say it was live?
Let me check. Um,
Hmm. A live pre-concert lecture and then a recorded performance.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, I'm not feeling that one either.
I say 3.
Okay, I'm in. I'm in.
And then,
And I mean, if we have to cut money, I could, I wouldn't, we could cut the yoga. I just, again, I think it's a little bit of a stretch as
Yeah,
far as,
but she did say also if we did like $75 instead of 2 classes, she'd do 1. Um,
I mean,
I
are
don't
you
know.
thinking, Joan, because it's virtual, that you can pretty much do yoga?
yeah, I mean, there's 1,000.
I'm
I do yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. There's like, she's got like 100 videos and they're awesome.
I'm actually
Yeah.
going toward a 3 on that one for this year.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's great when she's able to come to town.
And I also don't think one yoga session is really,
Yeah, it's just one's not going to do anything for anybody.
All right, so there's that.
geez, did we almost do it? Let's do a quick add up here.
No, I think we can't fully fund the theater or in the swing concert.
Yeah, but I think every year we don't. And we also don't usually fully fund the winch win,
Yeah.
the other one. So, let's see.
What do you feel is um we could give the Winchington 500 instead of 1,000. Last year we gave them 375, you said.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing, and one of our reasons for that amount was that they get a lot of local community support. So, I mean, they're
Mhm.
not relying on our little council to fund them. They get a lot of support from a lot of people.
Yeah.
What if we just throw in a 375 like we did last year and see where that lands us?
Okay.
I think I would,
Want to give more money than to the children's theater
Children's Theater
initiative?
and Swing, I'd rather see both of those.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's specifically for Ashburnham.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we doing the full amount for the drawing?
We did say that.
Okay, I'm just
But-
700.
writing it in. I'm wondering if the theater maybe could come down just a notch.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a
You know,
lot.
given that's a third of almost of our whole
It might
budget.
be, I'd rather spread the wealth around.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, we're also already giving also to the, by the time you add in what we're giving for drawing, that's almost half our whole
Yeah.
budget.
What was the 700 going towards with the drawing?
Mostly supplies, like 600 of it was supplies.
So do you feel I mean, you guys know better than I.
That's a lot of supplies.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So we can go down on that one.
We could give her 500 instead of 700,
That-
right?
500 is a lot of drawing supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is this to just get started, the 700, or is does
Well, I
she?
mean, she's never done it before, so it is, it is a first time.
Brand new, okay. All right, so you said 500,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are not doing the dance one, right?
No.
No.
Contra, no. I mean, maybe, once we're not COVIDized.
Yeah, next year maybe. I think that's all. Those are fun. We used to go to those all the time.
Okay, then so for the theater, back to the theater for 2,100, what do we think?
15?
We'll try
Because there
50.
is a tuition being charged as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm actually even thinking maybe that's,
Yeah, I think I like that 1,500.
I wonder if we want to even you know, that's still kind of high if, although,
Let me see.
Well, I think it has, you know, if you're going to fund that swing concert, you know, for whatever, close to that amount, I think you're getting a little bit of a bigger bang for your buck. You know, you're reaching more people through the theater thing, I think,
I
for
think-
that amount of money,
yeah, I agree.
you know.
Yep. I agree.
So what are we saying?
So if we give the swing concert, are we their only source of funding? Or,
Yeah, I think so, but let me double check.
Sometimes doesn't Parks and Rec contribute as well or no?
Yeah, they do. Sometimes they do. I don't know if it says this.
that's the last one, right? So should we be able to get there pretty quickly?
Yeah. I'm just
Oh,
thinking-
yeah, there's other funding from. They've applied to, for this specific project, they've applied to Springfield, Boylston, Harvard, Mount Washington, and Northfield. That's odd.
Yeah.
None of them are even that close to us. They don't even have Westminster on here. That's strange. So they have 1,400 for the salaries, 100 for marketing, and 100 for supplies. I think 100 for marketing is a bit much. You know, when you can do most of it on social media nowadays. So how
Could you want to
about,
just do if we do 1,400, how does that hit? How are our totals looking at that point?
I was even thinking, okay, so, wait, without, I'm getting 2,805 without the swing and without the theater. So if we then add in, what'd you say, 1,400 for the swing? That brings us 42 of, what's our total again?
61.
Wow, that's a good total.
yeah.
We've worked with less.
What did we decide for Jay DePrima, third one down?
Is that the
Yes.
Henry David Thoreau?
I
Yes,
put
for
full-
430.
I did put in for full. I
Okay.
just in numbers, not, I mean,
I wasn't sure, because I didn't have that one
really,
marked
I
off.
don't know that we really discussed if he was getting full funding or not. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I have 430. So what does he do? That's the,
Henry David Thoreau,
yeah, did he have a sponsor?
yeah, the library.
Library, right?
I'm gonna go back to,
Oh, I went too far.
okay, here it is. Let's see. So. 200.
Are we giving the video music for seniors guy 100? Then
Which
we're
one?
under budget.
Which one is that? We can also give more to a program that we think would need it.
I came up with 5305. Giving the music for seniors guy 100. What did you guys come up with?
Wait, are we talking the Howie Newman guy, the second to last?
The one that the seniors want,
What'd you do for the theater for that number?
1,500.
I mean, they're coming up with a total budget need of 4,100 for that theater. The need, all they're requesting from us is 2,100.
But what if they don't, well, if obviously if they don't
Yeah,
If it doesn't work, they can't do the program and
right.
Right.
they can't apply for our money. So because they've got to get people to sign up for it and pay that amount of money.
So the tuition income is what's going to pay that other, is what they're estimating will pay the remainder. So they're saying that they're expecting the tuition to pay about 2,000 and that they need about 4,100. So I would actually be inclined to maybe go up on the theater,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it can get kids in town
Mm-hmm.
involved.
Yeah, I mean,
and-
this is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing we've been wanting for
Right,
forever.
right.
Yeah, so I think I'd go higher on that. Re-looking, I just wanted to go back and look at that, and I think I would.
Yeah,
Well, if you
especially
gave,
especially when you compare it to the swing band or the swing band, which is it's a live concert, a one-time concert, and
Right.
there are multiple people involved, granted, but we're giving them 1,400. But here's, this is something that is going to be built upon
Right.
in our town.
I'm all for.
well, if we gave them, so if, let's see, if we gave them, 1,800, what?
She's losing it. Hurry up, she's losing it.
I had this in my hand. It felt like my phone, and I thought,
So we could give them, well, we could give them the whole
I think
shebang,
give 'em the
couldn't
whole
we?
thing. I
No,
would say give them the whole thing. From Ashburnham, for Ashburnham, growing something wonderful. I kind of.
but that puts us over,
Okay, then let's take a look.
right?
How much? All
Doesn't
right.
it?
Let me just. Well, what did we? I think in the past we usually do 1,200 for the big band that comes. I think we're usually at 1,200 for that band. Doesn't that ring a bell? What do we give?
Yeah, it does. We're usually around 1,200. Yeah, I think that's what I said.
1,200 for the band. and
Okay.
let me do some numbers here and see what happens. 1,200.
All right, so we're all adding to see what we get.
Yeah, and it'll be all different.
My notes now are so, scratched out. It's not good.
I get 58.55.
You're way ahead of me. Okay, hold on.
Wonder if I missed somebody. Let me just see.
How about the J. De Prima for the library, $430?
Does that seem high?
Yeah, let me revisit what he's offering.
Okay. I thought it seemed a little high too.
Yeah, that's one we didn't really revisit. Here it is. Starts on page 21.
A lot of our regulars didn't send in. We usually get Fruitland.
Pat Frederick?
Oh, right.
A lot of our regulars did not apply this year. So, I mean, we don't have to use it all either. We can put it in for next year. We can leave
Yeah.
it next year when, after COVID, we may have a huge influx and it might be
Yeah.
nice to have a little extra next year to be able to offer to people who are getting out again.
What did you come up with, Deb?
58.55?
Yeah, that's what I have too. That's given the guy $100 that you don't like.
Not that I don't like him. I just think it's, I think
I know, I hear you.
disproportionate.
So we have 6,100. So
So, I
we
would,
have 245 left. If we want to give it all, you could give more to the concert, or you could give the drawing
the full fund.
full 700
Yeah.
if we're trying to encourage.
And maybe if they have enough, they can add some paints to it, if they've got enough of the drawing stuff. But I do want to look at this J. De Prima.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. So he does have a letter from the senior library assistant, Keith Penniman.
Mm-hmm.
But how long is this thing?
I I don't think it says. I couldn't find it last time. I'm re-looking.
So library estimated 60 people. So recreation.
What page are you guys on?
20, I'm on 20.
21.
Okay, his letter, let me see what the letter says.
It says the greater community of central Massachusetts, in particular Ashburnham, are the target audience. The library will assist in outreach and promotion to the community members. And it says the artist will reach out to faculty at Oakmont High for students. For students for what?
So it's mainly his time. He's paying himself $500. And he's asking us, and then he has $30 for travel. So he's paying himself $530 and he's asking us for $430. So it's just his stipend.
It does not say how long it will be, and that kind of bugs me, because if it's like a half an hour or an hour, or that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Considering that again, the band,
Right.
with that many members isn't even getting half of that. So per individual.
Right.
I wish he said how much, how long.
I do
How
too.
long the program is?
Yeah. It says if this council is unable to fund this project fully, it will be adjusted by combining, combining more towns participating on a particular date in order to offset any deficits. I don't know. Oh, it says this project has also been proposed to the Barnstable Cultural Council, Barry Cultural Council.
Yeah, but not, again, he's somebody who applies to a lot of these towns,
So
to get.
yeah, it says for this
those things
specific
have nothing to
project.
do with us.
So why are they applying for this specific project to Barnstable and Barry?
I think
That doesn't make any sense.
I suspect that it means he has also done a similar request for those other places. Not
Right.
that they're going to fund
Okay.
us.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
also trying to go to Barnstable and also
Right.
go to Barry.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
that they're helping out with us. I think I remember reading the question at one point, and it wasn't clear if you were trying to declare any place that you have asked for money, even if it wasn't. I just remember that being that you could kind of interpret that a little bit funny, the way the question was, what
Mhm.
other LLCs have you applied to? Well, I've
Mhm.
applied to others, but not for this particular, you know what I mean? It was
Right, right. I'm reading through his stuff. It does not say how long.
No, it
About
doesn't.
200. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have enough information for me, and that kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he has a letter of support.
Still under, unless you. So are you thinking you'd rather give the money to the swing concert instead of him?
No, I'm thinking it should be less.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we have to feel because this is, I mean, usually we don't have this problem. Usually we're scrambling to try to fund everybody.
Right.
It's hard. I wouldn't mind if we've got a low year of application, can we just save, even if it's a couple hundred for next year for when.
How much did you get last year? Do you remember?
5,900, I think.
Okay.
And then we had, I think we also had 1,100 from programs that did not happen.
Mhm.
So we had like I think we had a total of 7,000 last year.
Yeah, and you could see that maybe given what's going on, that some of this might not happen either,
Yeah.
who knows?
I mean, how many people are going to be interested in this? I mean, like the Thoreau thing. Would you? Would you go to that?
I've seen this before,
Yeah.
and
You have?
when I worked at DeCordova, I went in Concord. I mean, I've seen it a million times, so no, I wouldn't, because it's been done.
I think I'm going to say no to this one. It's not like the library's not getting anything. There are other programs that we're funding for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just I need to know more. I mean, Deb, what did you find
No,
something?
my question is what this year, I mean, usually we have like so many we're trying to fund for the library. Which ones, let's just go over what is for the
The
library.
night sky one is library.
Oh, that looks, okay, all right, library. Okay.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Wait,
I mean, usually we've got like,
I know.
it's an unusual year.
Well, the yoga.
No, we
But I mean, if the yoga isn't in person,
took
I
that
don't
out,
think
John,
it's.
that's gone.
Yeah, okay.
That's gone.
Don't go back there.
Don't go
Right.
back.
Wait, so the library's still not open, right?
No.
And it says it's set for November 10th, 2021. I don't know.
I would find it,
I mean,
you want to offer it at a lower, I mean, do you want to cut it in half? Like for 215,
I was thinking like an even 200.
even 200, and then see what kind of,
Yeah.
No,
What are
where is
your
he from?
thoughts?
Gloucester? Is that
Yeah.
the guy?
Yeah, from
Is it
Gloucester.
worth it from him to drive from Gloucester for $200?
yeah.
Yeah, really.
Or are we better giving it to someone, fully funding the drawing or fully funding the concert,
Yeah, I mean, we've declined things that we've liked even better than this because of lack of information and
Yeah.
clarity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This I would want to know how long
Yeah.
it's going to be. What are you going to do if you can't be in person? That hasn't been
Right.
that I don't know. What are your I say give the money elsewhere.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, just because they have the support doesn't necessarily mean that we have to fund it, right?
No.
What are your thoughts, Deb? What are you doing? What's that look mean?
This is why I'm kind of going back to that video guy. I don't know why that's got to, just, that seemed like such an outrageous amount that I can't let it go. Yeah, I'm okay with, I'm okay with, I mean, there's no harm in like, when you send out the regrets,
Yeah,
can you say, please next year, please apply
Yeah.
next, but please give us more information. That
Yeah.
I would love that if we had more information and could consider it a little
Yeah.
bit more. 430.
I do, and I do believe this guy has been around like forever, and has done this a bazillion times,
I'm good for a 3 with a, tell us a little more next year and we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
That sounds good to me. I'm good with
Yeah.
going back up to 700 for the new place in town. And
Where were we with the theater? How, what,
I went back up to max for my opinion was,
the full amount.
let's give them,
let's give him a chance. Yeah. If it doesn't fly, it doesn't fly. It's no loss on our part,
yeah.
So
And
do you want to do the full amount for the drawing and the theater for them?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is the thing we like should spend
Want.
as much as we can on because
Yeah,
this is what we
want in town, right?
This is the real deal,
so let's do it.
All right.
And then,
What does that bring us up to now for amount?
I'll do it. Oops. 100 for the video concert. I'm putting it in, but I'm not happy.
Wait, that's the second to last one again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I put in 1,200 for the swing. And we come up with 56.25.
Now, are there any others that we didn't give a full amount that we would rather give them more money?
We could give more to the Winchendon Music Festival. However, is it going to be able to happen this year?
Yeah, I know. It's so up in the air.
But if it doesn't, I suppose the money, well, I mean, if I wouldn't want it to
Give
go
him
to a-
500 instead of 375.
This is so crazy. Usually we're trying to like
I don't even know what to do with it. Usually
penny
we're
pinch.
struggling to get those, we're fighting over, no, they should have 5 cents more.
I know.
You want to go with 500 for Winchendon?
Yeah. Because
I'm okay with
isn't this the concert that brings in people from all over the place?
it.
Yes.
So I think it's worth it.
Although I actually haven't ever seen advertisements for it. Have you?
No, me neither.
I mean, that's what who knew about it? Somebody talked about it with personal experience last year or the year before. Was it
Monica,
Monica?
probably.
I bet it was
Monica?
I bet it
All right,
was.
so 500.
Yeah, I think that brings us to 57.50. And I would be content with holding over for next year when
Yeah.
when we get the onslaught of way more than what we've got this year. I don't have a problem with that.
Yep. I think that's fine.
I'm gonna add up again because
All right, can I just say some numbers just so I know if I am
yes,
have the same thing as you? Okay,
Yes.
so we have Winchendon wins 100,
yes,
the music festival 500,
yes,
Gardner 300
yes,
for the lights, the New Dawn drawing 700,
yes,
the theater 2100,
yes,
Gardner again for 300,
yes,
and 200 for the Fitchburg Art Museum, 250 for the Astronomical Society,
yes.
100 for Howie. Is that what you put or no?
That's what I put.
And 1,200 for the band.
Yeah.
All right, let's add that up.
I got the same number twice, which is rather remarkable.
5750.
I did. Yes.
I mean, the only other thing I would throw out there is to fully fund the spring concert, the swing.
Yeah, why don't we?
Okay, we never have been able to before. Why
Yeah,
don't-
exactly. I agree with that.
Okay, I do too.
And then that
And
So that's 5950.
yep,
oh well, that brings us to 6150, right? Maybe
59,
now we're a little bit over.
5950
59.50.
because we were giving them 1,400.
Oh, I had 1200.
We were giving them 1,200 and now we're giving them oh, they're asking for 16?
Yeah, they're asking
Yeah.
for 16.
Sorry, that's where I made a mistake. So we want to give them 16?
We can't. That brings us over $50.
Let's just do 14.
Do 14. That's okay.
That's good.
Did
Yeah,
you have, so you added, Deb, for them, for the band, you had 1,200?
I had 1,200 for that.
Okay.
Me
I
too.
had 1,400.
I had 1,200.
Okay. All right, so we're doing 1,400?
Yeah,
That brings us to 59.50.
I think that's pretty darn good.
I do too. Boy, how nice to have like
Yeah,
This
some
is
money.
nice as usual. It's usually heartbreaking to try to figure out,
I know.
how to distribute. This was nice. Oh, can you imagine if we had like twice the budget that we normally get? We'd be able to do
Oh,
art all over the place.
all over. Okay, so let me make sure I have the right number too. Yep, I got 59.50.
Yep, that's what I have too.
Okay, so all those in favor of 59.50 and all the amounts that we agreed on?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
I'm not sure quite how to. All right, so we're all in agreement for that. That is awesome. That is fantastic. I know, usually it's nitpicky. This has been the best yet. All right, so that has been done. What I need to do now is I need to continue the annual report, which is due March 1st. I can do all of the so I have to give out the denial letters first, which are
Mhm.
due Saturday. And then we have to wait 15 days from that
Yeah,
until we can send out the approval ones. I
okay.
need to do that before I can do the annual report, which is due March 1st.
Okay,
So
so you're just gonna make it.
just make it. And what else did we have on notes? Did you guys get a chance to do the online training?
I did.
You did? The
Mhm.
certificate you were able to send to town hall and all?
Mhm.
Deb, I'll send you the link for that.
Okay.
The conflict of interest thing.
Okay. I have
Yeah.
done it before, but I need to do it again.
The online training, yeah, the conflict of interest you have to do every other year.
Oh, okay.
I've
Okay.
never done the video. I did it this year. I thought it was usually just something we signed, but,
Oh, I've done the video before.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I did the training and then I got this, I printed out the certificate and I mailed it to the person, so she
And-
should, I did that last week, so she should have that by now.
What
Yeah,
I did was I just, I printed it out and took a picture of it and emailed it to her, or you can just do a screenshot of their certificate and email
Yeah.
it to her.
I couldn't
I
get her
did.
email address, so I mailed it.
All right, I
Couldn't
can
find her
get
email
that.
address.
What else? As far as positions go, we need a treasurer and we need a secretary. So think about that. I don't want to
Uh-huh.
put you on the spot right
I
now.
would be a better treasurer than I would be a secretary. I
Oh,
can-
thank goodness. Okay.
What does the secretary have to do?
I can read you that. Let me look at my notes here.
I remember doing the treasury thing when I was on before, and you've got to bring the paperwork to the town hall, to release the money and all that kind of stuff.
You,
I don't know. I mean, I'm fine to be the secretary. I don't care. I don't care either
I
way.
don't care either. I just know that when I hear secretarial duties, I feel.
I know.
before.
Me too.
I was a secretary in high school.
I heard.
My first job.
Mhm.
Hang on, I'm looking. You have so many notes all over the place.
Is it just on the Cultural Council
It's
website?
on the website. They define all of them. I know I have it somewhere. It's probably,
I can look it up.
yeah, it's somewhere. But it's online. They describe all of them.
So just go to the state.
Yeah, go
State
to the
Cultural
MCC
Council?
site, yeah. And then you go, there's a section where you go to, I think you click on community at the top and that goes to the LCC, all about that. And then it should have it in there.
All right, if I can't find it, I'll give you a call.
Okay. Yeah, I have it somewhere. What else? So that's wonderful. Oh, we also need to vote on extensions from last year's
Mm-hmm.
to roll into this year.
Okay.
And so these are people that sent either Rebecca or I an email requesting for an extension. And we just need to vote okay, which there's no issue with it. We just, because they haven't been paid yet. So they requested the extension before the deadline.
Okay.
So here they are.
This is largely because
Um,
of COVID problems.
Yeah, I would think.
Okay, so there's the Dixieland Band that we gave 1,200 to. There's Winchendon Winds, that's 200. There's the Worcester Chamber Music Society, 250. There's Tycho Thunder. I forget what that is. I believe it's at something for the school. I can look that up. That was for 250. Half of it has already been paid. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. They're gonna have to
Mhm.
go forward anyway. Monica Testore, 630. She asked for an extension. That's flute and piano concert. Oh, we have, oh, let me finish what I'm doing. Stay in the thought. Let's see. Rebecca Rice's Marion Rice Dance Legacy Project, we gave $350 to, $350. Under One Sky, a Song and Story Celebration, David Bates, 300.
So these are all people who need extensions?
These are all people who asked for extensions. We just have to vote on
Okay.
it to make it a fish.
I mean, I think if we've already voted yes and they couldn't
Yeah.
do it because of COVID, we just vote yes. Then
Yeah.
No
Let
problem.
me
We don't
just,
have to vote
let me just-
individually. Can we vote like for all of them?
yeah. So, I mean, it's, the last ones are the Gardner Area League of Artists, 150, pastel painting, 300, and the author going to one of the schools is 980. So do we agree on all of these to give them extensions? They all did it on time, and my vote is yes.
And that,
My
and
vote
that's
is
all
yes.
money that's we already allocated last year.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. Okay, so yay, we did that. And we have some money that has been put back because they did not ask for an extension and they did not hold the program. And I believe it's like $750. So we can also use 5% of our budget for like paper and, secretarial kind of stuff. We've never done that in the past, but we can. And
Mhm.
we can also use 15% of our budget to do something like we did that one year. We held a reception for grants that people got. We gave a reception for all the grant winners.
Nice.
That is something, once we get through all of this and I can see how much money we actually have, because we have money kind of that we've collected because we've never done any of that stuff before.
Yeah.
Well, since I've been on, we haven't done it in a long time. I would definitely like to revisit doing something, the cultural council, doing something for the town. I have no idea what that is yet, so maybe start thinking about that. But we have the money that we can do something.
Great.
And I think now is a critical time because I think people really need an outlet
Mhm.
and they need something, and we
Yeah.
need something as a community.
Well, once things have settled down and we can get together, the Mark and Angie have done that whole second floor, and that is would be a great place to have a reception and invite
Yeah.
local artists to just do it, like even a meet and greet, and
Yeah,
have
that'd
this
be
woman
great.
that started this New Dawn,
Yeah.
maybe she could come and talk about her vision of future programs that she might like to do, and that would be a nice place to do it.
Yeah,
And
I
then people could see some of the work done by local people, and
I
you
love
know
it. Love it.
so that would be a nice thing to do. But I mean, I think we're looking at like next fall before we do anything like
I
that, don't
know.
you think?
Yeah, I do.
I know. So
The thing that I'd like to, I think we had talked about this once before, but help people with the, I don't mean individually, I mean like an overview of the grant process, like
Process, yeah.
what do you really need to include? What's really being asked here?
Right. Yeah.
You could kind of
We
give,
we have done, years ago, we did that. We had a workshop to helping people to write the grants, and all of making sure they knew how to do the budget, and you know
and another thing we talked about, Deb, was financial advice for artists
right. That's
that are self-employed,
Mhm.
or not even, but for artists, financial advice on just, how to handle your finances. We have spoken about that in the past too.
And also legal advice, not again, not specifically, but in general, if you are your own artistic business person, what legal things do you need to think about?
Yep.
That's the general thing. We were talking about that as well. But then COVID hit and we didn't really go anywhere.
So
Those would be great if we can, I think the reception would be great to come first, because then maybe we'd have more artists there. And then if we had in place, here are some topics we're thinking of, business or financial advice, legal
yeah,
/ business advice.
Yeah.
What would you be interested in, kind of thing?
Mhm.
Get it, go that way with it.
well, that brings me to my next thing. We are overdue. The last time we had community input was in 2010. We're supposed to be doing it, obviously more often than that. I've started putting a survey monkey together. I was waiting for the list of programs that we funded last year to ask people if they attended them and what they thought, or opinions on what people would like to see in town. That's something we can do at the next meeting, is take a look at that. I can share it with you in the meantime, and if we want to add or anything like that, you guys can give me your opinions, and then we can vote on it on the next meeting. But I think that's super important because people have no idea who we are, what we do, or that we're even here.
Right.
They really don't, and that's a problem, I think.
Well, we used to have a Facebook page.
Mm.
Do we still have that? Because we could utilize that in some way.
Yeah, I don't think we do we, Deb?
I don't know of it. How
No.
long ago was that, Joe?
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not something I know about.
All right, I can look into that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Facebook fan. I don't often go on there, but you know, if it's definitely the place where people would go for info.
I'm
You
actually
know?
locked out right now, so I can't even go look. I can't remember what email, I can't remember anything.
Or what about,
Yeah.
or even Instagram, which is more visual and,
Well, then you would have to keep up with photos and what, sending stuff.
yeah, I think, I mean, I wouldn't mind managing a Facebook page if we were to use it to, you know, ask questions, or, there's an Ashburnham residents page. There's a
Yeah.
couple of different things for the town,
Yep.
but we could start one, and that would be a way to do a survey, for instance, just or ask a question and get comments back and that kind of thing. And
Yeah. So would you want to do that?
yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to do it, I mean, there's no huge
Not
rush in
real
doing
quick.
that,
No.
but maybe in the summer to say, if we can predict that we could maybe have a reception or something, that would be a nice place to advertise it,
Right. Yeah.
or put out questions, or do you know what the council is? And, we could,
Right.
so I'm fine with doing that.
Okay. That's a great idea.
Mhm.
Just get the word out a little bit more. Let's see. Is there anything I'm forgetting that we needed to talk about?
We need to get a few more members.
Well, yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish,
So
I wish Mark would do it.
I'll let you know if he replies. Actually, I
Mhm.
can look right now. Because I reached out to him today.
Well, how about this new person, this New Dawn
Oh yeah.
Art Center lady?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo. Let's ask her.
Well, if she's new and she's excited and she wants to get things going in town, and she'd be, if
Yeah.
you've met her, Deb, you said, or you Zoomed with her, but
With her.
did you get a vibe?
Yeah, she seems arty.
That's what we like. No, I haven't
That
gotten.
might be, she might, that might be a nice way for her to get more involved.
She had some adorable little kids running around. So
Oh
cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have for now. Our next meeting, so I'll have the numbers of what's left in the budget that has not been used that we can use for something. And so I'm going to put that on the agenda, and then we'll talk about the survey. And what else do we want to talk about? Life and stuff. What are the things that you think that we should be doing now that we're kind of regrouping as a cultural council?
I think outreach is one of the biggest things.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing. Letting people, like you were just saying, letting people know that we exist, what we do, how we do it.
More than what we really have to do is get together more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking once a month. Do you think we need to do more than that?
No.
No. Once
But
a
we
month.
should meet once a month.
Once a month. Yeah, that's plenty.
So Donna was saying that Wednesdays and Thursdays are best for her.
I can't days. I have duty till 10.
How about Thursdays? Like today? Like same time, or?
Let me just think for a minute. Because
Yeah.
it's about to change again. I don't think I have a copy of the. Hold on, just a sec. Let me see if I can find a copy of what we're moving to. I don't.
I sat in on a Zoom cultural council meeting, Somerville Art Council meeting a while back. And it was mostly about outreach. So I have a lot of information from that I can share in the next meeting. And have also been looking at other cultural councils and how they're, if they're doing, what they're doing for outreach and community input and that kind of stuff. So I think that's the key thing we should focus on.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean, I guess Thursdays, I without that schedule, but I mean, I think Thursday is gonna be
So we have to do it officially through the town hall and everything when we meet. So
Yeah.
that, so people can see it, or if they wanted to join and listen in, they could do that.
Yeah, so you need to post it 48 hours before.
Mhm.
Ideally, we have a calendar with dates already set that would go on the town's website.
Oh, okay.
So, if we can schedule things, that would be great. And I can add that to the town site. And then I go through Donna to get the Zoom link, which would be posted on the website. But I'd share it with you guys, but it's also on the website for anybody that's interested in sitting in on a meeting or joining. So if we can pick like one Thursday a month.
I mean, my schedule is
Wide open.
Deb's is the most complicated.
Yeah, you're the most complicated,
it is.
Deb,
I am the most complicated right now.
always.
Hey,
I'm kidding, in the best way possible.
I mean,
I like complicated people.
yeah, I guess you gotta just pick one. There may be times I just can't come because
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. If I mean, it's not, we don't officially have to meet once a month.
Yeah.
So if we don't meet, it's not breaking any.
Yeah.
We're doing it in addition. So if for some reason it can't happen, it's not a
And
big deal.
Yeah, and we can always pick another day if
Yeah.
and we need to get members because if one of us is missing, then we don't have a quorum. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. All right. So those in favor of saying goodbye?
Did we vote on the extension? We did that officially, right?
We did
Okay.
that officially.
All right. Yes.
Yay.
I was just gonna, can we do a quick unofficial Zoom after this Zoom?
Yeah,
Can-
you want to do an unofficial Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. let's
Once
do
we
that.
stop recording.
Chit-chat about all the things that have been going on.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yay. All right.
How are we
So-
going to, how are we going to do that?
I'll set one up and send you a link.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Okay.
everyone.
Bye.
I don't know if I have your email.
Mine,
Yeah.
it's RebeccaSinclair@gmail.com.
Okay.
It's really hard.
See you in a little
All
bit.
right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.